Before the world knew his name, before the packed arenas, before the thunderous applause, there was a young man from Monroe, Louisiana, with a dream so intense it bordered on obsession. Ronnie Coleman wasn't born a champion, he became one. Not through luck or genetics alone, but through relentless sacrifice, unbreakable focus, and a training intensity rarely seen in bodybuilding history. In this video, you'll discover how Ronnie rose from an unknown lifter to become an 8-time Mr. Olympia, dominating the sport like no one else, changing expectations of strength forever. This is the story of grit, strategy, rivalry, and the mindset that turned an ordinary college athlete into a living legend. Stay with us, because what you're about to hear changes everything you thought you knew about Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Dean Coleman was not a prodigy born on a stage with trophies already in hand. At Grambling State University, he studied accounting, a strange beginning for a man who would redefine strength. Through football and basic weight training, he discovered an obsession, pushing the human body to its absolute limits. Unlike many young athletes, he didn't just want to get bigger or stronger for sports. He wanted to redefine what strength itself could be. Every rep, every set, every plate lifted was a step toward mastery. What set Ronnie apart wasn't just weight, it was mindset. He believed if everyone does 10 reps, he does 20. If everyone rests 2 minutes, he rests 30 seconds. If everyone stops at pain, he pushed through. This relentless philosophy wasn't born out of ego, but purpose. His gym partner, Brian Dobson, said Ronnie trained like every workout was his last chance to prove himself. This rare mental intensity became the foundation of his rise to fame. Ronnie's first NPC competition didn't end in victory. In fact, he barely placed. But judges noticed his density, symmetry, and muscular thickness. Qualities that separate true champions from average bodybuilders. Word spread quickly. You have to see this guy train. This early buzz, rare in the early 90s, marked the beginning of Ronnie's reputation in the bodybuilding community. Ronnie aligned with coaches who recognized his raw potential. He adopted precise techniques, periodized intensity, advanced volume sets, and explosive conditioning. Every session was a calculated step toward dominance. His training became a combination of science and sheer willpower. Growth wasn't random, it was engineered. When Ronnie stepped on the Mr. Olympia stage for the first time, the sport was dominated by giants like Dorian Yates. His back thickness, quad separation, and sheer size shocked the audience and judges. Critics asked, "Is he conditioned enough?" By the end of the competition, silence replaced doubt. That moment wasn't just a contest, it was a declaration. A new force had arrived in bodybuilding. Ronnie's rise wasn't just hard work, it was science in motion. Natural recovery, perfect bone structure, precise nutrition, and incremental progress combined to create a perfect storm. Most athletes would break down under such intensity. Ronnie didn't just endure, he thrived, pushing human limits further than anyone thought possible. A behind-the-scenes look reveals stories of legendary training sessions. Ronnie once performed squats with 800 pounds for multiple reps. Deadlifts exceeded 800 pounds. Sessions lasted hours, leaving even experienced lifters in awe. His dedication wasn't just physical, it was mental fortitude that inspired his peers and terrified competitors. With his first Olympia win, the world noticed. Sponsors signed him, magazines featured him, promoters booked him. The young man from Monroe became a global symbol of power and dedication. People searched endlessly for his training secrets, videos, and routines. This recognition wasn't accidental. It was earned with sweat, pain, and vision. Ronnie's journey wasn't solo. Competing against elite athletes like Jay Cutler, Kevin Levrone, and Chris Cormier, he constantly had to evolve. Each rivalry pushed him to improve his conditioning, symmetry, and sheer muscular size. His competitors didn't just face him, they faced a machine driven by obsession. By the time he secured consecutive Olympia titles, Ronnie wasn't just a champion, he was a phenomenon. Millions studied his workouts, admired his size, and revered his dedication. His achievements weren't just records, they were a blueprint for anyone aspiring to greatness in bodybuilding. Ronnie also changed how athletes approached training. Heavy lifting, high volume, periodization, and proper rest cycles became essential. His methods influenced an entire generation of bodybuilders. Today, gyms still replicate his routines. His rise was more than fame. It was a revolution in how strength and aesthetics could coexist. Behind every trophy was a personal sacrifice. Long hours in the gym, strict diets, missed social events, and relentless pressure to perform. His rise to fame came at the cost of personal comfort, but Ronnie's philosophy was simple: greatness demands sacrifice. This mindset allowed him to endure, persist, and ultimately dominate the sport. Ronnie Coleman's rise to fame was no accident. It was built on relentless focus, scientific training, strategic competition, and unwavering ambition. But with fame came a physical cost, a story of injuries, surgeries, and sacrifices that will be covered in the next video. Stay tuned, because the legend of Ronnie Coleman is only partially told, and the most shocking chapters are yet to come.